It's 12 o'clock in Nice. The cannonball no longer frightens me. Welcome to my makeup routine. I know so many people asked about my makeup routine, so I thought I'd create a really in-depth tutorial about what I do to not only do my makeup, but also prep my skin in order to have a really good, nice canvas for your makeup. So I hope this answers a lot of your questions, and let's get started. To start off, with good makeup comes good prep, and I just washed my face. With my face still wet, I like to use The Ordinary Hyaluronic acid, and I rub it all over my face while my face is wet. While that is still drying, I use this. It's not focusing, but it's the Medicube mini version of the Booster Pro. And I like to use the mini one in the morning because it has a cooling mode, and I feel like my face, it kind of just relaxes my face. I'm in France right now, by the way. So all the things that I have with me are things that I use often. So this is the Avène Hydrance Lotion. I don't use toner, I use this because it just moisturizes my face. I feel like toner is a little harsh for me. I go back with the booster and I make sure it just soaks in my skin. Now I use this one at night though. And a lot of people ask if these actually make a difference. And I would say it does, especially with makeup, because I have a makeup artist that I saw after 1 year at a different shoot. And she asked me if I go to like the Peripera, which is a Korean skincare clinic. And I said no. And I thought about it, and the only thing that I really did different was this. And she said, oh yeah, if you use this, the makeup just sits better on the skin. So if you are contemplating whether or not to get this, I would say yes, get it. It does make a difference. After the Hydrance Lotion, I like to use this Glow Serum from Access Y, but today, I normally use this, but I got this recently because I'm in France, and this is the Caudalie Vinoperfect Serum, and I've been getting sunspots, which I don't really like, so I got this, and everybody says to get this. I just didn't find the need to get it until now because my sunspots are showing, and I don't want that. With each product, I just go back in with this and make sure it seeps into my skin. And last but not least, we got the face cream. This is the Dr.G Red Blemish Cream. I've been using this for so long. It's really the only cream that I always go back to. It's perfect for the summertime because it doesn't make you too oily. And it doesn't do that peeling thing whenever you put on makeup. You know how sometimes your skin likes to peel with your makeup? It doesn't do that, so that's why I like this cream. After my skincare has been sitting in my face for a bit, I like to put on sunscreen. And the sunscreen is my ride or die. I use this every single day, and it's been years since I've used this. I know everybody has their own sunscreen, so you don't need to get this. It's just something that doesn't break me out, and it works well under makeup because it's really moisturizing. And I've been putting so much of this on because the sun in Nice is just so strong. I will only put on makeup after I use the sunscreen. I feel like my base makeup doesn't blend well if I don't have this underneath. Yeah. And for base makeup, I don't put on foundation, I put on concealers. And these are from Tense. And if you watch my stories, you know how much I love these. I got it sent to me, but it's been 2 years since I've got it sent to me, and I've kept just using this because this is the best thing that I've used. So I'm using 1.5 underneath my eyes. And then I go in with 1.5 and highlight the areas of my face I want highlighted. And then I'll go in with 2 for redness around my nose and to just make sure I get my skin tone even. My beauty blender, this is from Tooq. And I just start blending it. This would be my base makeup. Probably the most asked part about my makeup is my blush. And I use so many different types of blushes, but the two blushes that I brought on this trip are these Rare Beauty blushes. And I brought it because I like the colors and because it's easy to carry. So I use Hope almost every single day. And then I'll mix Hope with a different color. And because it's summer, I'm using Joy, this orange, bright orange color. Just put 2 dots there. And then I just blend those together. I think the most important part about my makeup is my blush though. Once I have blush on, it feels like I have makeup on. And after I got my blush on, I like to conceal some freckles I have. I have this one right here that I got rid of, so now it's a scar. I like to cover that up with this. This is the Saem Cover Concealer Pencil. I saw a makeup artist using this and I was like, what is this? This is genius. And it's so cheap and it's at Olive Young. I think they sell it online though, because they don't really sell the Saem in stores. For eyebrows, I use this. This is the Espoir red pencil. My mom and my sister uses this, so I just use it too. There's a squeaky door and it won't stop moving, so sorry about that. For my eyebrows, I just like to fill in the ends of my eyebrow like that. I just trace my eyebrow shape and that's all I do. I get the brush and I brush that part of my eyebrow, and eyebrows are the easiest thing for me, unless I want to do something cool with them. I've been using this. I got this in a little goodie bag. It's from Javin de Seoul and it's an eyeshadow primer, and I think I have very oily eyelids, so this helps me keep my eyeshadow on all day while also keeping my eyeliner on all day, I feel like. Eyeshadows, I use this. I made it. It's from Moly. It's their custom palette that you could make, and I just took 3 of the shades that I like from their selection, and I don't know the names of them. Full pink beige color, and I've been using this on top of my eyelid every single day. Put that all over my lid, and I get this deeper mauve color, and I'll put it on the outer corners of my eye. This is the part of my eye makeup that I feel like makes the biggest difference. So I get the dark shade and I put it on the outer corner of my eye like so. I like to also put it right here underneath my eye. I feel like it just makes the biggest difference. And for eyeliner, what I do is, if you look at my eye, you could see the what do you call this? The 전막. In Korean it's 전막. 전막? I don't know what that is in English. Waterline. It's called waterline. And if you look at my eyes, you could see the waterline. Some eyes don't do it, but my eyes, my sister's eyes, and my mom's eyes, we could all see the waterline of our eyes. So what works best with our eyes is tight lining. You could see a difference, right? Between my right and my left. There's a difference. And at the end of my eye, I like to flick it up. Just a tiny wing. For makeup, you just really have to play around and see what works best with your face, because I know some people who tightline their eyes and you can't even see it. Just play around with makeup and see what works best with you. For mascara, I do have eyelash extensions, but they're starting to fall off now. It's been more than a month, and normally I don't have extensions on. I only got it for this trip because I never get to do it. What I normally use, what I use every day, is this Lash Clio. I used to work at McDonald's, and every single mascara would make me have the raccoon eyes, because it's so oily back there while you're working. Everybody's frying something over there. I was making the drinks, so I wasn't near the fryer, but I was close to it enough that my mascara would be so runny. But then I used this, and this did not do that by the end of my shift. So I just stuck with this. It's been like 5 years and it's the only thing that I use. I also do the bottom lash. I feel like the bottom lash makes such a difference for me. This is the, what's it called? Peripera. No, this is Club Clear. Oh, it is Peripera. I contour my nose because sometimes I feel like my nose just gets eaten up by my makeup. This is the Fenty Beauty powder. Get some on the brush, pat it in, and then I pat it into my palm. I saw a makeup artist doing this for me, and I asked her why, and she said that it just helps get rid of the excess powder. Because sometimes when you put on too much powder, it just makes your face completely matte, and it takes away all the glow. So this helps to prevent that. After setting powder, I'll use setting spray. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is my favorite setting spray because it just brings back all the dew to your skin while keeping your makeup in place. Now while that is drying on my skin, I go over my lips. I use this. This is a Clio lip pencil in the color tan brown. So I'll just go over my lips like this. I'll do the points of my lips, and then I go to the bottom and I bring it up like so. I don't really trace this part of my line. I like to trace like the inside of my lips more. On top of that, I'll just use a gloss. So today I'm going to use the Summer Fridays in Blush Dreams. I don't like gloss, I like lip oils. I need to correct that because lip glosses, they're very sticky, and these are just more moisturizing and they give the same effect as a gloss. This would be the completed look. A lot of people asked, and I hope I helped in some way with makeup. It's just trial and error for me as well. But yeah, I hope this helped, and thank you for watching. Bye!